Everyone, welcome back to another review, and here we are doing the Netflix War for Cybertron Soundwave review. And this thing's practically a masterpiece, and we'll get into that. But first, we're going to put Soundwave and his buddies aside. We're going to look at the box real quick. You can see, there's me. What's up? You know, got some art of yellow eyes, even though he has red eyes, but okay. You know, pictures, more art. Literally, who cares? And yeah, let's get into Soundwave. Soundwave here is a, G1 representation of himself, as you can tell. I mean, kind of obvious. And I gotta say, this looks way nicer than I expected. I was hesitant about this figure, but it's amazing. But yeah, as you know, Soundwave doesn't come by himself in this. He comes with two pals, Ravage and Laserbeak. And we're going to quickly go over these guys before the actual Soundwave review. Here's Laserbeak, joins in his rectangle cassette. This one's not as much of a cassette as this one, but yeah. Transform him, very simple, just spread out the wings, pull down his little legs, pull that out, pull his head out, and you fold up this backpack section. Bam! There's Laserbeak. Put him off to the side. As we get into my least favorite part about this. And here's Ravage. Transform him. He's gonna wanna, spread his legs apart. Fold his legs down. And have this entire section. This part will tab. This part will tab into up there. Get back. Tab in like that. Bring these sections down, his legs. What about his legs? Next, you're gonna pull out his little head here. Just fold down his feet, and I like putting them forward a little bit like that. And here's Ravage. And you can tell why this one's my least favorite part about this figure. He is a solid, chunky, massive toy here. Articulation. His head can go up, down. Arms can kind of go out, back a little bit. These parts can, go back, kind of, transformation. Legs don't really go back, they just kind of go like that, and then this part, that tiny ass little legs can go forward like that, so kind of pose them, I guess. Not really. Put off to the side here. And Laserbeak, which is my favorite part, because it's Laserbeak. His head can go up, down, hinge here. Wings can go back and forth for transformation, and that's mostly it. But Laserbeak, to bring over the main man himself, as you know, has these little areas right here that he can tab into. I say tab, but honestly, it's not the most secure thing in the world. As you can see, it kind of sticks out, but does the job. You got Soundwave holding Laserbeak. But, it's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, now that we have cassettes done with, put over here, we can get onto the main man himself. Soundwave. And Soundwave's Voyager, he's got two accessories here, which you can take off. And yeah, you got his gun and his shoulder cannon. And if you want to store these, you can on his back here. You just plop them on there on his back. And this one you can fold in, and bam, weapon storage. But you can't have a Soundwave without a shoulder cannon. It's like a Starscream without null rays. Just leave that on there. Let's quickly go into articulation, and then we will get into the transformation. Alright, head can look up and down a little bit, kind of side to side, and turn 360. The shoulder can kind of jiggle up and down, and turn left to right. The arms, do a full 360, go out, just bend here, and a double bend at the elbow. No wrist articulation unless you count this. You got a waist swivel 360. These little skirts here. Pulled out, and you can go up there. The butt flap can go back, and you can go that far back. And of course, you can do the splits. Get a thigh swivel, 90-degree bend, and a little bit of ankle tilt. So, for a Soundwave, this dude is actually really, really coachable, and that's amazing. I'd almost call it masterpiece if it weren't for the having no wrist swivel. And yeah. So Soundwave here can pull off quite a bit of poses, such as he can do his little famous press down his button to eject cassettes. He can beat his meat, press his crotch buttons. Beep, 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 beep. And he can point and shoot stuff. My favorite. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite Soundwave figures of all time. But before we get into transformation, let's do some quick size comparisons. Here is another fellow Netflix party thing. We got deluxe side swipe. So, he's a Voyager. Here is a Siege Seeker, and they're about, same height. So yeah, he's a Voyager by today's standards. Alright, let's bring in some other Soundwaves. Here is Dark of the Moon Studio Series Soundwave, and this is better. This is cool, this is better. So yeah. And last but not least, here is the Cybertron Soundwave. And damn, those wings make him a lot taller. I hope we get a new update to this figure. But you never know. But yeah. A little shorter than your old Voyagers. Now to get into transformation into his cassette player mode, I'm just going to take off his guns, put him to the side for now. We're going to want to fold up his hands. Go to the back here, in this section, you can just pull out and fold his head back. And that will plug in right there. Like that. Next, you want to turn him around, untab these arms, and you also want to turn his crotch around like that. I'm going to fold this entire shoulder piece back and position this so this part is on the inside like that. And this will just tab in on the back like so. And you just want to do the same with that over here. And yeah, that'll all just tab together like this. Not the most amazing connection on planet Earth, but you're not gonna be looking at the back of this thing anyway. Alright. Next, fold up the butt flap, and you're gonna pull these sections out, like that. You're gonna wanna grab these bits here, fold these out. So just pull them up and fold the feet in. Next, you're gonna pull this out and push it down. this kind of all just sits in place, and it will cover up the feet. Like so. Now we're almost done. You're gonna fold the legs in this way, bend the knee. You can do the splits basically. And as you can see, there's a tab. There's a tab here that'll go in there. So yeah, I just kind of sandwich it all together basically. And this part is the most annoying part. I'd have to say of the transformation. These little tabs here are supposed to go in here, but they don't really sit on mine. And everything just kind of everything just comes undone. So I kind of, you know, leave it there. And that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait. Actually, the last thing you want to do is, you know, fold up the gun barrel again, turn this guy around, and attach these batteries here. Is where I put them at least. Yeah, just put them there. So, and bam, you got yourself a cassette player. And of course, you can take like laser beak or something, transform them real quick, and you know, press this button, open that, shove a laser beak in there, and there you go. You blast some 80s metal. Yeah, and you know, you can just launch laser beak. Really felt like it. Yeah, it's a nice little cassette player mode. Obviously, smaller than an actual cassette, and you know, I will, for size comparison, you know what? For size comparison, here's a cassette, and yeah, he's a bit smaller than you'd think. I don't think that'll fit in there. You know, what can you do? It's a Voyager, and I don't think he'd scale very well if he was actual cassette player size. And you know, these buttons, nicely painted silver here, chromed out, but you know, you can't press them. Got all this, but yeah, I still think he's a very nice figure, and honestly, might be one of my favorites from this line. It is the most G1 accurate I've seen so far. And yeah, that's mostly it. Hope you enjoyed this crappy review. See ya.